Do I wash my hands every time I blow my nose? No. I've got so many things to worry about. Let's add another thing, shall we?
Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah.
Hello everyone, it is Monday, August 3rd, and when it's the beginning of the month, you know what that means. It means my food benefits have been deposited in my food benefit account. So, I have a Costco haul here. You guys have mentioned that you do enjoy seeing what I bought and why I bought them, so here we go. I think everything on here was covered by my food benefits, except for the Kirkland Ultra Shine plant-based dish soap, because I was out of Dawn and this was a few bucks cheaper. So I already refilled the bottle, and this I think was the only, I'm going to put the prices below. And I don't know if prices on items at Costco are the same across the country, but I'm in northern New Jersey, so I don't know if your prices are going to be different. But let me know in the comments if your prices are different, okay? All right, so I guess we'll start with the cold stuff. I got the box of 12 Sabatasso's pizza singles, which my son lives on, and he already had one about an hour ago. And the trick with storing these, because my freezer is extremely small, whenever I buy these pizzas, I take them all out of the box and just shove them into nooks and crannies in my freezer. So that's what I did today. I actually didn't have to find too many nooks and crannies because I had big gaping holes in the freezer, so I was able to neatly stack them in just like 2 piles in my freezer, which was fantastic. So we're gonna toss this in the garbage on the kitchen floor for now. All right, next, I didn't get one, but I got 2 of these Oreo mini ice cream sandwiches. Oh my God. Don't ask how good these are. These are on sale. And when I open up the box, I've never gotten these before, but when I open up a box, they're actually in individually wrapped packs of 3. So that is just bonus for me, because I know at Trader Joe's their mini ice cream sandwiches are like in this plastic tray that's enclosed in a box. And when you pull out the tray, you know, they're just all like loose in the tray, which is okay, but I love the fact that these are individually wrapped into portions, because to me it's like more like portion control, and it also keeps them from getting all gross. Speaking of which, before these get all gross, let me put these back in the freezer. I got frozen turkey and ham. I think that's from a couple months ago. Scooch those out of the way, put these in here. I can't believe how much room I have in the freezer. It's lovely. So besides the pizza and the ice cream, I think those are the only frozen items I got, with a little caveat here, because I want to discuss that I got not 1, but 2 containers of this Honest Cow cottage cheese, which is absolutely incredible. I love it. It's so rich. It's the full fat one, guys. So when it comes to cottage cheese, I mean, the full fat one, it's not like I'm gorging on cottage cheese, although I say that holding 2 humongous containers of cottage cheese. These are each 48 ounces. But this cottage cheese is so freaking good, and I don't think I'm gonna get like even more obese by eating cottage cheese. And yeah, you can do the fat-free cottage cheese or the reduced fat cottage cheese, fine, but this is the only cottage cheese they have at Costco. It's absolutely delicious. It's very creamy, 15 grams of protein, real food, simple ingredients, nothing artificial, 4% milk fat, small curd. So freaking good. So speaking of freezer, I already went into one of these, and then the other one I put in the freezer. Let me put it back in the freezer. It's already wet from being out of the freezer. So I didn't Google whether you can freeze cottage cheese, but then I was like, I know they came out with a new ice cream, a new frozen dessert that is frozen cottage cheese flavored like ice cream. So I'm like, you know what? I know it's not blended, like creamy, like ice cream, but what's the worst that can happen? It's like not a fantastic texture. I wanted to put it in the freezer. And let me put this back in the fridge. My fridge is pretty packed at this point, but put that back there. Okay, I also got, big fan of the Kirkland ultra filtered reduced fat milk. Has 50% more protein and 50% less sugar than regular 2% milk, and lactose free. So I already put all 3 of these loose in the fridge, and this is a dupe for the Fairlife milk, and I use this for my lattes, and the kids, especially my son, drink milk on a daily basis. I try to limit his intake of milk because he'll drink milk all day and night if you let him, and it's, you know, two or three. I try to keep it to 2 servings of milk a day for him. Too much of a good thing is not healthy. So I'm all about too much though, aren't I? So anyway, I used this milk this afternoon in a matcha latte. Speaking of matcha, so it's that milk that's in here, plus I've never seen this brand of matcha at Costco before, but oh my god, I was so excited because I'm trying to drink matcha more often because it's very healthy, way less caffeine than coffee. So full disclosure, I had 2 coffees this morning. The Mauds, which is fantastic, the Mauds K-Cups, which one of you lovely subscribers got me. I forget your name, but I will put it below. Thank you so much. So I had 2 of those this morning. And then I'm drinking a matcha latte in the afternoon. I put in ice in this mug. Then I poured some of this milk, like a little more than halfway. Then I boiled some water in my little electric kettle. Then put, like, I would say like a teaspoon and a half or so of the matcha powder in a little matcha bowl. Put a little bit of the boiling water, or hot water I should say, poured it over the matcha powder, whisked it with the matcha whisk. I think I put my matcha whisk set in my Amazon storefront. I'll check and I'll put it there if it's not there. And anyway, whisked it and then pour the, it's just a little bit of water that you're putting in the matcha, just enough to get it whisked and foamy. And then you pour that over the icy milk. And then I add a couple teaspoons of maple syrup, which I already had, and a few shakes of Himalayan pink salt, or a few flakes of the, not Morton's, is it Morton's? The flaky salt I have, I forget the brand it is. I think it's Morton's, but anyway. Speaking of matcha, that is so freaking good, and I love how I can control the sweetness and everything when I make it at home. Delish. All right. While we're on beverages, I also got, this was on sale. I've never had Liquid Death water before, but they have what seems to be a new product, Liquid Death soda flavored sparkling water. Less sugar, huge flavor. It says that each one has 10 calories. There's 3 different flavors. There is Dr. Death, which I assume is supposed to taste like Dr. Pepper, which I love Dr. Pepper. There is cherry... Killer Classics. I love the marketing and the branding for this company. But I have 3 cold ones here, guys. I have Cherry Obituary. I have Severed Lime. So cute. And I have Dr. Death. So these are the 3 flavors it comes with. Again, it was on sale. I wouldn't have gotten this if it weren't on sale. I'm out of Olipop and I'm out of Poppy, and those are like full prices from right now, not on sale. So figured I would give this a shot. So I figured, all right, let's taste this, shall we? Let's taste this on camera. I'm super excited. So first, let's taste the. You know what? Let's first taste the Severed Lime. I guess it's supposed to be like Sprite. Oh god, I'm crossing my fingers here. Okay. It's like... definitely not Olipop or Poppy sweetness. But it's definitely drinkable. It's like half seltzer, half Olipop, if you can picture that. So it's almost like when you've taken ice and put it in a Sprite or an Olipop, and then it's been sitting out for a while. The ice melts and kind of dilutes the sweetness a bit. That's what this tastes like. So on a scale of, best healthier sodas, I would say Olipop is my absolute favorite, followed by Poppy, followed by this. So it will not go to waste. I'll definitely drink it. Let's try the next flavor. Let's try, I'm saving the Dr. Death for last because that's the one I'm most looking forward to. This is Cherry Obituary. Again, I think the marketing on this is genius. Here we go. Cheers. Okay, same thing. Like the cherry, lime, Poppy or Olipop, but with the volume turned halfway down on the sweetness. Very interesting. Like it's actually very refreshing, perfect for the hot weather. So I don't know where you guys are, but if you're in Australia, hi Norelle, if you're in Australia, I know you're in Australia, but it's very hot and humid. It's been very hot and humid here in northern New Jersey for the past couple weeks, I would say. Last night it was raining like crazy. It was really awesome, and thunder, and it was. I love a good storm as long as I don't lose electricity, because if I lose electricity, I'll pretty much die instantly without the air conditioning in the summer. So, all right, Dr. Death. Again, assuming it tastes like Dr. Pepper, which I love the Olipop version of this. Cheers. This one tastes to me like exactly like the cherry one. That's a little, excuse my grips, my burps. Yeah, wow, this one is my least favorite, believe it or not. It doesn't taste, it smells a little bit like Dr. Pepper, but maybe it's because my taste buds got ruined by the first two, but because you know how if like you eat something sweet and then you try to like drink a coffee with sweetener in it, the coffee doesn't taste as sweet. Even though you haven't, put in less sugar or anything. Again, very drinkable, but this to me tastes like the cherry obituary. How about I have another swig of this a little bit later on in the haul? Give it a fair shot. Excuse me while I go blow my nose. Pardon me.
A few moments later.
Okay. Washing my hands after I blew my nose. Okay. I don't know why I washed my hands just now, because when I'm home, do I wash my hands every time I blow my nose? No. Only if, there is clearly has been overflow spillage onto my hands from the tissue. There was no spillage. All right. Still in the drink category, we have the pistachio chocolate Chobani coffee creamer. This is my second one that I've gone through. I love the fact that it's this nice big size. It is 52 ounces, 1.6 quarts. And this flavor, Chobani creamers are hit or miss with the flavors in my opinion. The hazelnut is awful, and I love hazelnut, but the hazelnut is awful. Zero taste of hazelnut and has this weird taste to me. That's just, again, my opinion. And other flavors are amazing, like the cookie dough flavors, amazing. I don't know. But this one is outstanding. So thank goodness they have this at Costco. So this is my second one. I got, this was on sale, a 2-pack of the Victoria's white linen marinara sauce. My daughter hates any sort of lumps or chunks in her sauce. So I do the extra step and I always pour some of this in the blender, the Beast blender that I have. It's still working, thank God. If you know, you know. And I blend the sauce before I add it to ground beef or just pour it directly onto the hot pasta. with a little bit of cream to make vodka sauce. Anyway, both kids are not crazy about any sort of chunks of tomatoes, so it's annoying, but I go the extra mile for them. So yeah, anyone else's kids can't stand any sort of chunks in their marinara sauce, let me know. I got another pack of the Amylu Paleo Chicken Breakfast Links. These are outstanding. These, in my opinion, are more delicious than pork sausages, unless you're going to like a specialty butcher, or like, I know there are certain diners or something that have amazing pork sausages. I don't know where they get them, but these are so good. Really delicious. I eat these cold, I eat these hot. I just throw them in the microwave for my son whenever he's in the mood for them. Great protein snack. It's like 3 links is a serving for 130 calories. And how much protein? 12 grams of protein. So that's highly recommend. And when these are on sale, these weren't on sale, but when these are on sale, I buy 2 and put 1 in the freezer. I know this isn't the most healthy peanut butter, but this was on sale also for a really good price for 2 huge containers. So I got Skippy creamy peanut butter. I know it's the highest sugar one, but when you look at the macros, it's not horrific. Like I compared the macros of the Skippy, which is 190 calories for 2 tablespoons, and how many grams of sugar? Total sugar, 3 grams of sugar, and protein, 7 grams for 2 tablespoons. I compared it to the one that's just peanuts and salt that Costco sells. I think there was only a difference of 10 calories per serving. And I was like, you know, and I know the hydrogenated oils and everything are not good, but you know what? It's not like we're living on peanut butter that it's going to be terrible to eat this. And it was just such a good price. I got a container of raspberries, even though what's that parasite that's going around right now that everybody's worried about? Which, you know, you can worry about it if you want. I've got so many things to worry about. Let's add another thing, shall we? So let's worry about me ending up in the hospital or my kids from horrific diarrhea. Cherries. Cherries are in season and outstanding. The kids and I went through the other container of cherries recently, so I was so happy. Oh, and these were out of stock for a while, and now they were back in stock, so I was able to get a container, huge container of cherries. This is, I think, 2 pounds. Yeah, it's 2 pounds. So freaking good. White peaches, as my son calls them, racist peaches. They're ready to eat. The other ones, there were quite a few of the cases of these white peaches were a little overripe. Like you would pick them up, they were like way too soft. And these were like a little firmer, so I grabbed these. But now they're really ready to eat, so I'm thinking of maybe cutting them up and freezing some or something. I don't know. I don't want them to go to waste. I love peaches when they're in season. Bananas. We've already gone through a couple bananas. Oh, I made banana bread recently with the almost black bananas I had from the last batch I bought. The banana bread came out so disappointing, and I think it was like too gluey, too wet, and I probably used too much mashed banana in the recipe. But if you guys have a really good banana bread recipe that's like not terribly unhealthy, I mean, I'll do an unhealthy one. But it's really hard for me to control myself with banana bread when it's good. So if you have like a healthier version that like tastes amazing, let me know in the comments, okay? Please. All right, so by the way, the recipe I used for the banana bread that came out really gluey was, I don't know, it was one of the most popular recipes online, you know, with thousands and thousands of reviews, of like 4 and 5 star reviews. And it just didn't work for me, and I Googled, why do you think it came out so gluey and gross when I stuck the toothpick in and, you know, nothing came out and everything. You know, it seemed ready. I had it in there for like an hour and 5 or 10 minutes. So it baked long enough. It was just, and we came down to the conclusion, or I did, that it was probably just too much or too liquidy mashed banana that I used. All right, getting back to the haul, I bought another container of eggs because we're almost out of the other container. I do spend a few more dollars extra than the white ones to get these organic free range eggs. because the nutritional value of these is just so much better. The yolks, in my opinion, the yolks are so much darker and more orange on these eggs than they are in the white ones. Will I use the white ones? Of course. But again, beginning of the month, fresh food benefits in my account. I treated myself to the brown eggs with the dark yolks. Oh, this was on sale. By the way, do you love how like half of the stuff is already opened? This was on sale. I had never tried it before. I crossed my fingers. So good. Dangerously good. Lesser Evil Spaceballs. Adorable branding. Real organic cheddar, light, fluffy corn puffs. So these are your healthier alternative to Wise cheese balls or the cheddar cheese balls. No artificial colors or flavors, or they're very pale because there's no artificial, red FD, red C, XYZ coloring. So they're very pale. See? They're not like bright orange. Oh my God, they're good. Allow me to gum it in my mouth and then chew it with my front teeth. But I just have to press my tongue up against the roof of my mouth to make them dissolve. So fun to eat. Which again can be an issue. You know about the liquid death. Oh, now that I ate something salty, let me try the Dr. Death again. Cheers. No, cherries tastes like the cherry one. I'm sorry. It smells like Dr. Pepper, but to me, it doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper. So, Dr. Peppery, All right, so let's get this out of the way.
Oh, hi, Francis. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Hello.
Oh,
She's probably getting hungry for her early dinner, her early supper, right? Do you love your new harness from Patty and Bodie? Yeah?
she always does that face whenever I hold her. This, like she's not happy being held, but it's okay because she thinks that I might be taking her like to get a bath in the bathroom or something, or which she's not crazy about baths. She hates getting into the bath. Like she wants to just run out of the bathroom. But once she's in the bathtub getting all scrubbed down and everything, she seems to like it. So
don't worry, I'm not giving you a bath, okay? I just wanted you to say hi to everybody. You're getting hungry? You want your dinner? All right, dinner soon, okay?
All right. Okay. I got a case of the Honest Kids juice boxes. I just spit. All right. I got a case of the Honest Kids juice boxes because they have less sugar, only 35 calories or 40 calories. There's 35 calories for 3 of the 4 flavors and 40 calories for the goodness grapeness flavor. I rarely buy full 100% sugar, 100% juice with full sugar. Rarely, because it's just empty calories that my kids don't need. So, rather give them the empty calories from something else. Let's put this to the side. Oh, I got a case of water. Because this case is like down to like what would you say that's left? Maybe a little over a quarter of these are left. So I got another case of water. This was on sale, fruit by the foot. The kids got excited about this. They already got into it today. I offered them 1 each and they each took 1. I'm sure they'll rifle through those when I'm looking the other way. I got not 1, but 2 containers of blackberries. They're delicious. My son said they were a little bitter, but let me see. I had some, but mine weren't bitter. To me, they just taste like good blackberries. I don't know. Again, here's the Kirkland Signature Ultra Shine Plant-Based Dish Soap. Tough on grease, clementine, and lemongrass scent. I already squirted a lot of the contents into my Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day dish soap container. I just keep on reusing this container. Filling it with either Dawn, then I was out of Dawn, and now filling it with this. We're almost done, folks. I also got, this was on sale. I haven't gotten these in forever. I used to get these all the time. It's a 16 pack of fruit bowl snacks in 100% fruit juice. So this is the 100% full sugar fruit juice thing. But again, they're not drinking it. They're just having, like, I don't know, maybe one a day or one every other day. It's 8 diced peaches and 8 cherry mixed fruit. I put a bunch of these. I put like 4 of the peaches and 4 of the cherry mixed fruit in the fridge in what I call the kids drawer. It's one of the produce drawers on the bottom of my fridge. I only have 2 drawers on the bottom of the fridge. My fridge is super small and my freezer is super small. It's hard. If I don't see it, I forget that it's there. I quite possibly have ADHD. I want to get tested for it down the road when I have more decent health insurance. But if I don't see the items, I forget that they're there. So I have to force myself to look through the entire fridge at least once a week to remember what's in there. And my point is that the fruit cups, I really don't have a point, but I put the fruit cups in the produce drawer with apples and string cheese so that the kids, whenever they're hungry, and I don't feel like getting up and making an entire meal because this is not a diner. That's one of my favorite sayings around here. Right, son? I like saying this is not a diner. He's watching. He's watching something. But anyway, so they are free to go into that drawer and grab a healthy snack out of that drawer. So that's a trick that I learned. Oh my God, I forget her name. It was like back in 2020. I learned that trick from some YouTuber mom who had like, I don't know, like 6 kids or 8 kids. She was married at the time, and there was a whole thing where she got divorced, and I don't know, but I loved her. I haven't seen her. I haven't watched her in years, but I got the idea of the kids drawer in the refrigerator from her. So, and it is helpful. So, last thing. Yeah, I think this is the last thing, guys. Madeleines. I wanted the ones from the bakery. The ones that the Costco bakery actually bakes on premises, but they didn't have them in stock, so I got these instead. The prepackaged. I have never gotten this brand though. This is called Superior on Main since 1908, but I figure how can you go wrong with a Madeleine, right? Buttery, slightly sweet, soft goodness. So that's my haul, guys. I'm going to put this stuff back. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.